Hi there. Um, okay, I guess we need. Yeah, okay. What's up, folks? Okay, you guys should be able to see everything now. Yes, I'm on my bed just because I can relax and still focus the best like this. Because servicing reels is something where you need focus and patience. So I can't just do it in a way. What up, M Picker? Loop is a very good thing. I know, right? You got that right, mate. And we've got Super Loop. Yeah. This is an ultra high temperature grease. And we'll start by taking apart my HXW Raptor because I've already done that before. So it's not my first time. And then we're going to crack open my Ambassadeur Ambassador, which will be real interesting. But yeah, let's start with the Abbott. I was thinking of fishing it tomorrow. Probably I won't. Just, oh, will I? Thing is, the spooling process, and first I would like to also lube it up a bit more, or like coat the outside of it, maybe. I don't know if it would be a good idea. Yeah, that's a calcium deposit. Nah, it'll be best too. It'll be best for me at least if I do the service now, so I have it done, and then next time I can fish it. I have enough large, strong spinning reels anyway to do the job. Hi there. Put put a ceramic co co coating on it. That's exactly what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I've got a ceramic wax. I haven't found a spray ceramic I like yet. And it has to be one, that doesn't have an insane smell. But the one that I have, it is actually, what is it called? A graphene based. It's a graphene ceramic l- make coating. That should do the job pretty well. But yeah, first we're gonna Lila, no, this is not a place for cats. We don't want cat hair in our reel. Let me switch it to live chat, not top chat. Okay, good. Like one car most. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. It is stuff for cars that I've got. So yeah, right. Disengaging the drag first is the way to go. Now the drag lever assembly, and now it should come off. Hmm. Let's see. Did I miss? Okay, this screw wasn't completely out. This one is. So is this one. So there we go. Here's the drag. Yeah, that's too dry, honestly. I'm gonna grease it a bit better, a bit more furly. Oh, the good stuff. Yeah. And yet, like I said, I will be using the ceramic coating on the outside. And of course, we have the good stuff. Who do you think I am? Some mere peasant? Nah, but I'm not gonna mess around, especially on a real disc price, you know? If I have to spend 40 bucks for a pound of grease, that'll take me forever to get through anyway. Might as well. Might as well. Voila. Okay, let's keep the harness lock here. Hi there, I am new. Hi there, Artist Mayan, I think is your name. So we are gonna be wiping everything down because I found the biggest hindrance in free spool is actually having too much grease. That seemed to be like the biggest killer of free spool, having loose grease that causes my metal pieces to bind together. That seemed to be the one thing that really kills the real free spool, you know. So for that reason, we're gonna minimize it. And this time, we're not gonna over grease anything. It is true. Just a light coating of grease really is all you want. I slathered that in way too much grease for my first try. I know why some people just use Corrosion X as a spray to coat their reels. Anyway, okay, this part is good to go to get re-greased and put back together. I use Motorex grease made in Switzerland, fed to 1,000 waterproof. Interesting. Okay, yeah. Now let's take the rag washer. Let's really get this one wiped dry. I've used Cal's drag grease on this one before, but I'm gonna switch to the super loop because from everything I've heard, the super loop tends to be even a little bit better when it comes to keeping the same consistency and like the same performance throughout its entire temperature range. Like no matter if you're like from when your drag starts off cold to when it gets pretty damn hot, it's supposed to give the same exact result or as close to the same result as you can with any drag grease at least. And yes, Abbott ships their reels dry, which isn't the best practice, but anyway. It's very smooth stuff. Mo Motor X is some proper stuff. I'll have to look into that, but I think I'll just use this one till it's gone, but yeah. How is it with smell? This super loop has a very, very mild smell because I don't like smelly greases. I will do the tiny bit of a taste test. Completely neutral. It has no taste whatsoever, which is good because I don't like using grease that has that like that's one thing I don't like about Corrosion X, for example. You know, it has a bit of a smell and a lot more of a taste. Like if you put a tiny bit of your tongue, it it leaves a weird feeling, and I don't like greases that do that. Just because, well, because I prefer, you know, it could if you're going for sensitive fish, especially freshwater fishing, and you have anything that is or a foreign taste or smell might not be ideal. Plus, the super loop also has advantage of actually being biodegradable, and, and it is actually certified for indirect food contact. So this is allowed to you, like a facility that produces like food. A food facility is allowed to grease their materials with this lube, which means it's pretty. It's non-toxic, non-everything. You know, it doesn't really leave any harmful residual stuff. Motor X smells neutral. Nice. I'll, yeah, I'll give that a look-see. Is it a high temperature grease? Like, does it work as a drag grease, or would you say it's more of an all-purpose grease? Because this is a special super loop, you know? This is their high pressure, high temperature grease. This, which isn't, of course, it's not specifically made as a drag grease. Likely neither is Cal's. Cal's drag grease, I highly doubt it's manufactured as a drag grease. They just market it as one. But this is a grease that is well suited to be a drag grease because it holds up. Like it can be used up to like 500 degrees Fahrenheit, and it only really breaks down at 700 degrees Fahrenheit or 360 Celsius, and it I think till like 230, 250 Celsius or so is a drop point of the grease. So it has a very, very high operating temperature, which is important for drag grease, not so much for an all-purpose grease. Yeah, I might. Actually, I think I know what I'll do. I'll take this edge here to apply. Thing is, if I hold it with a dry, a non-greasy rag, then I'm already wiping off too much grease before it even gets applied. Hmm. Good stuff. Good stuff. Because I'm someone who fishes very high drag, and my drags get hot. Like I've burned out some drags before. Okay. 120 drop point on Motor X, 120C. Yeah, that's not you. That's great as a high there. That would be good for spinning reels for the housing, not the drags. By God, not don't grease the spinning reels drag with that. The spinning reels actually they produce and star drags. They're more likely to produce a lot of heat in compared to a lever drag. Because a lever drag, just from how it's built, it's just less likely to produce a bunch of heat at the same, like if it's used the same. Great. Now this ball bearing here is stuck. Right, this ball bearing. Okay, this part is already greased enough, I would say. But let's put the shield back on this ball bearing. A few drops of my super lube. Or do or should I just grease pack these ball bearings? And honestly, I don't like the smell of this oil. Yeah, let's grease pack them. Let's do grease ball bearings then. Right. I forgot my whatever. Yeah, no, I forgot my needles and stuff that I used to crack into ball bearings. So, this will do. Now I never use it for the drag. No, I never use it for the drag. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let me get a needle of some sort or a hook to crack into these properly. Hmm. Why not get both? So I'll just grease these ball bearings. I don't think this is a very soft grease. It's not a heavy grease at all. It's a light grease. So super loop. So I'll grease pack these ball bearings. That way they're gonna live literally forever. Okay, now the shield is off. Now let's take the dull end of this needle. Actually, we're gonna need the pointy a bit to apply our grease. Yeah, this is such a nice light grease. And I don't need, I'm not Alan Tanny. I don't need forever free spool. I prefer my reels to last. And yes, I'll eventually get ceramic ball bearings and all of that stuff. There's such a nice light grease. Because the cool thing is, if you have shielded or sealed ball bearings, it doesn't really matter if they're sealed or shielded. If you pack them full of grease, they're basically gonna run forever. Like I'm gonna be chucking weights between 3 and 20 ounces with this reel, you know? So that is why I don't mind. I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference if I grease it, if I grease pack it, I mean. It's not just a little bit of grease, it's as much grease as will fit. Hence why I'm saying I'm packing it full of grease. Yeah. Okay. Got the retainer in. Nice. Let's grease pack. This is a spool bearing, by the way. Let's grease pack the other side, but first. And the reason I'm using this super loop is because it's a high temperature grease and I can use it on all parts of my reel. Because especially a lever drag, pretty much the entirety of the reel is going to heat up, you know? There's not really a part of the reel that stays cold. On a spinning reel, there is. On a spinning reel, the entire body of the reel stays cold. Only really the drag is likely to heat up. But it is not a spinning reel, it's a lever drag reel. The whole freaking thing is a heat sink. Meaning the whole freaking thing can get pretty damn hot. And Evan Ticker, I'm gonna read your comment in just one sec. As soon as I've got the second shield back on this ball bearing. Yep. But yeah, like I said, because of the construction of a lever drag reel, the entire reel more or less does function as a heat sink. Not just the spool. Meaning if you are actually using your reels in a way that it's gonna get hot, You better use grease that can actually handle that heat, for the entirety of your reel. It's in. Insertion successful, as I like to say. Okay. Okay. Now, I use Cal's Universal Drag Grease. I usually always replace the bearings with high-end Japanese bearings. Yeah, not a bad idea. The thing is, on the Abbots, it can be a bit tricky because some of them still have empirical measurements, for their bearings. So you gotta watch out on that. That you actually get bearings that fit. Of course, realistically, you could also say that 120-degree draw point is enough because at that point your reel will have put the spool over there. At that point, your line will start to melt anyway. But you could also say, on the other hand, you want your reel to be able to handle everything, and the internals might heat up, but you can still pour water on it to cool it down. So here's wait, let's use the hook. The hook works. The smaller hook works better at catching the retainer. Yeah, okay, let's try the other side first then. Okay, got it. Now we just need the shield to come off. Oh, let's see if we can get the other shield off. Come on. Jeez. Really doesn't want to play today. No, I didn't struggle this much last time. Are you freaking serious? Okay, done. Now we just need to get the shields. Totally understandable. A well-maintained reel is a very happy reel. True. For goodness sakes, why don't these shields want to come out? Okay. One. Two. Yeah, that grease is I love. I'm already starting to fall in love with this grease. It is on the more expensive side, but it's such a nice, light, easy moving grease. Mm-hmm. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. In with the retainer. Okay. Before I do the next step, let's pull up some schematics of the reel. Comfort over ergonomics and a magnifying light for operation. Wouldn't be the worst idea, yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay. Actually, I mean, we've got the drag washer here. Since this is going to be the only part of the reel that, yeah, we can already insert the drag washer, because having the drag washer on here won't do any harm to the rest of the process. Just a slight coat of grease. This time an actual light coat. And I'm putting down these first. Okay. Drag washer down. Just the tiniest bit of extra grease. Where's my greasy corner? Or actually, we don't need to use the corner, we can use the big surface here. That's looking good. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's in there. It's looking a bit too greasy for my liking. Let's wipe it down. Mm-hmm. Yep. Light coat of grease, actually light coat. Nice. Let's do the same here. Yep. That's not a bearing, that's just a bushing. Well, I found that a high temperature super loop is a lot. It's a lighter grease that's a lot less likely to make things stick, if that makes sense. Yep. Okay. Spool schematics. Yep. One bearing. Wait, that bearing needs to get. There's still grease stuck inside of the bearing that needs to get removed. Okay. Honestly, with how I've treated this bearing, it should likely last the entire lifespan of the reel. So for tube here, once more, let's decrease it at least on the from the inside. Just enough grease on the outside. That goes in there. Okay, bearing. Washer. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, I put the drag washer in too early. But anyway, first or second spool bearing. Hello. Don't tell me I've freaking lost the bearing. I'm seeing every ball bearing except the one I need right now. Oh no, never mind. Or wait. No. It does have to be here. Come on, we were greasing that ball bearing. I remember greasing it. Okay, here it is. Here it is. All good. I found it. Okay. Yeah. Ball bearing. Saying, okay, now the washers, all these little washers are supposed to point down. Okay. Let's fish or drag washer out again. Sorry, buddy. Oh, the clicker assembly is working. So, this is how it goes down. Now we can lightly grease this drag. Actually, let me grease this drag washer separately. That spool bearing, that's already packed with grease. It's the other grease, but whatever. It's not a spool. Actually, it's not a spool bearing, so it's not important. You can grease it with whatever. It is with super lube, but with the non-high temperature. But that'll be fine. When it's actually seen some use and abuse, we can still redo that. But the other bearings were only oiled, so they definitely. So I decided to grease them completely just because. Just because. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna hinder my casting ability with the reel for the style of fishing I'm doing. They do want these bearings to live. Yeah, that should be just about perfect. Well, that's a bit much grease down there. Mm-hmm. Good. No excess grease, but greased enough. Wait. That can't be right, can it? Oh, okay. I understand. Now it's right. Now, finally, our drag washer goes back in. Home sweet home. Yep. Perfect. Just a tiny bit extra greasy. And actually, we don't have to. We'll, we'll get a tiny bit extra greasy on the next drag washer. Next other metal drag washer, that is. All the rest is already greased with the heavier non-high temperature super lube. That's going to be fine. just the contact areas getting wiped down, but greased at the same time. Okay, that's it. We've done our due diligence, I would say. Or let's maybe now, or can we remove some of that excess grease that's still in there? We can, so we will. Let's just, because there is significantly more grease than necessary. It can make the reel not run less smoothly, so. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Okay, now for the reassembly. Oh, right, first we need to put the harness lock back on. Oh, here's where it goes. That's why it didn't fit, because it was the wrong place. Okay, let's grease these screw holes just a little bit, because screws that are corroded shut are a nightmare. Anyone who's ever had that experience knows it. So instead of Loctite, you really want to use a little bit of grease in each screw hole. And M Picker, I'll read chat in a minute. Just this is some, tricky stuff. Reassembling the reel. I don't want to mess up anything. So sorry if I'm not reading chat as much as I should be. I'm gonna remain with the short lever because this is gonna be enough. Okay, some more screw holes to grease. Wipe off the excess. Back on with this. bad boy. Wait, like this. Mhm. Yep, yep. Maybe I'll remove the drag plate just for the hell of it. Did I grease these screw holes? I think I did, but just in case they get an extra little smear. Again, no one wants screws that are corroded shut. Mm. Actually, I might just decide to unscrew the drag cam and the drag plate and leave it unscrewed till I'm done with applying my coats of ceramic. Okay, that's tight. Don't over tighten your screws, trust me. Been there, done that. It just makes everything harder and has no real benefits. So I'm not saying like tighten your screws, but don't use excessive force, because for once you're likely to damage your screws, and also if it takes excessive force to get it in, it's gonna take excessive force to get it out, and that's just no good for anyone involved. So yeah, okay. So question now. Yeah, I will remove this drag plate. I'm alternating on which screws I'm turning till they've become decently loose. Otherwise, one loosening can actually make it harder to get the other one loose. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. Is this a dead end screw hole or not? It's not. In that case, we might need to screw it on and still, but maybe without it. We need to, yeah, we need to get the screws in here. We don't need So, uh, you can get the screws in here without, yeah, without the drag plate. Just this way, it's gonna be way easier to apply our ceramic coating. But you don't want to leave any empty screw holes either. Wait, what's going on here? Why did that post fall out? Oh, that's just a... Okay, just need to find that. We also need to go to the bathroom? Oh, okay. I see the issue. Honestly, these screws, they're already blocking everything. That's gonna be fine. Yeah, that's gonna be good enough. Let's do a couple test cranks. Feels tight. Anyway, let me go to the bathroom before I start to become, before my focus goes.
Alrighty. Baby, I'm back. We are all things of that assembly.
Okay, purposefully we haven't installed any of these. Okay, now let's get our drag lever on here without, does that even make sense without the plate? Not really. We just put on our, we do need it to cover it. Okay, I'm probably way overcomplicating things, as I usually do. Okay, it needs the drag blade to function properly. It's just a pain with the ceramic. Wait, crap. I have a. Okay, we're gonna have to take the reel apart. I forgot one of the retainers on a ball bearing's shield. Okay, that's gonna be fun. Not. I like to keep the drag washer super clean. That one little bit of stain can prove them badly. I've seen it. Hmm. And this is another reason you don't want to over tighten anything, because once you go to reassemble it, that's gonna be a pain. It shouldn't take more than one hard, somewhat hard turn before they start to come loose. Now you're just gonna be in for a bad time. Especially if, like me, you have some elbow issues. Retainers on ball bearings are very good. Very, are a very good thing. Yeah. Okay. They're just also very small things. Hmm. All right. Let's see. Please be the top spool bearing. Please be this. It still has a retainer on the top side, but who knows about the bottom? Nope. You have to take it apart further. How fun. How fun. So off with the harness lock. Out with the spool. This metal tube. And here we have it. Okay, which side is missing its retainer? It's a good question. It's gonna be this one, isn't it? Yeah, because here there appears to be some space. Okay, back to back to the assembly line. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That can all come on in one piece. Nice. Come on. Yes. Okay. In with our harness locks. That screw ain't going anywhere. That one neither. Let's tighten them down both. Wipe out off the excess grease. Okay. Okay, we turn the clicker off. Yeah. Spool is definitely spinning without any real resistance. Good stuff. Okay, I tightened that screw down too much before tightening the others. I feel you do an expect respectable job of time flies. I feel you of tying flies. I mean, I did some pretty sketchy flies like that produced out of sewing yarn as my only component. Like the only flying material I used growing up was sewing thread. Usually that I would usually steal it from my mom, but at some point she got me some. I would just wrap a bunch around my fingers, then cut it. That would be my, you know, what I would use as extra material, and then I would wrap it on with sewing thread again. And hey, it worked. Caught fish on it. I did, and I would use split shots that as heads for nymphs. But I never really got into the proper fly tying. Just makeshift flies with makeshift materials. Yeah, that's in high gear. That's in high gear. Oh yeah, baby. That's that's going. That's going. Hi, John. What's up? And his name is John Cena. Okay. Do you have any drag engagement? Not really. Yeah, good. This is how I'm gonna keep the reel for now while I'm doing giving it the ceramic coatings. 'Cause and I'll coat this part separately. All screws and those rubber spacers are gonna go into this bag. They don't need ceramic coatings. Is this the overloop one that did not close? Yes, it is, but we've re-looped it with some higher quality loop. And like also it was almost impossible to turn the handle. Now we even add some drag and this is in the high gear. You always have some binding. I still want to get myself a thrust bearing. Like, because all the Abbots, they do have some binding. Like, just you feel more resistance turning the handle the higher you go in drag. That's what I mean with binding. It's not a terrible binding, but yeah, still. Anyway, let's get all the tools in the bag as well. Close it. Oh crap! I forgot something. I forgot this tube. Oh, kill me now. Okay. It's running so much nicer, but I don't feel right leaving it out. Even though I feel like I could leave it out. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. Okay. Ah. Why? 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 After that, I'm gonna have to eat something because I'm undernourished. Also, I'll go for a workout in a couple hours. And actually, night I'll go fishing, and tomorrow night as well for some big catfish. Why? Okay, semi good news. I think. Yeah. Oh, that all came out without us taking it off. Didn't think that much would come out, but that's even better. Okay, where's my needle? Here. As long as we can get this ball bearing out, we can put that tube in without having to disassemble the reel any further. Yep, ball bearing is coming out. Come on. In with her tube, that's already greased enough. In with her ball bearing. In with our drag cam or drag something assembly. Or drag washer. Still looking good. Let's make double sure we have no dry spots. Nice. Hmm? Come on, don't act. Oh no, never mind. Wait, what? This isn't. Something's not right. Okay, now, now we're talking. Now we're freaking talking. I have no idea what that was. Probably just got stuck one way or another. Anyway, now that's looking mighty fine. No excess grease. We also don't want any dry spots either. That's looking pretty damn good. Yeah.
In
In
our
our
next
next
breaking
breaking
surface,
surface,
oh,
oh,
there's a
there's a
hair that
hair
made
that
its
made
way
its way
on
on
here.
here.
That's no
That's no
good.
good.
Just
Just
a
a
smidge
smidge
of
of
grease
grease
on
on
here.
here.
Mm,
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 mm, mm,
mm,
mm,
mm,
mm,
mm,
mm.
mm,
Done.
Done.
Wait,
Wait,
no.
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 This
This
shim.
shim.
These
These
shims
shims
fell
fell
off.
off.
Oh,
Christ.
why?
Why?
Why,
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 why?
why?
Okay.
Okay.
At
At
least they
least they
stayed in
stayed in
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 one
one
chunk, I
chunk, I
guess,
guess,
all the
all the
shims.
shims.
Okay, that
Okay, that
wasn't too
wasn't too
bad.
bad.
Now,
Now,
final
final
reassembly, I
reassembly, I
hope.
hope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's gonna
that's
be
gonna be
fine.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
hope.
hope.
I mean,
I
the
mean, the
thing is,
thing is,
Avid
Avid
shows
shows
only
only
one
one
shim in
shim
here.
in
Now
here. Now,
mine
mine
reel
reel
has
has
three.
three.
If it
If it
doesn't
doesn't
crank
crank
properly
properly
now,
now,
I
I
might
might
just
just
remove
remove
two of
two of
those
those
shims.
shims.
Because the
Because the
real
real
schematics
schematics
only
only
shows
shows
one. Then
one. Then
again,
again,
it's for
it's
the
for the
regular
regular
three
three
speed,
speed,
not the
not the
three
three
speed
speed
MC.
MC.
Now
Now
that
that
cranks
cranks
just
just
fine.
fine.
What's
What's
this
this
noise
noise
though?
though?
Maybe
Maybe
that's
that's
just
just
because the
because the
drag
drag
isn't
isn't
engaged
engaged
at
at
all.
all.
Let's
Let's
see.
see.
It's
It's
gone.
gone.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
gone.
gone.
It's a
It's a
bit.
bit,
There's a
there's
bit
a
of
bit of
play,
play,
but
but
oh
oh,
fuck's
fuck's
sake!
sake!
I did
I
it
did it
again.
again.
Oops, I
Oops,
did
I
it
did it
again.
again.
I
I
left
left
out
out
a
a
string.
string.
First a
First a
shim,
shim,
now a
now a
string.
string.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
getting
getting
tired,
tired,
and
and
I
I
guess
guess
I
I
also
also
need
need
food
food
because
because
maybe
maybe
being
being
undernourished is
undernourished is
also
also
doing a
doing a
number on
number on
me.
me.
Who
Who
knows?
knows?
That's
That's
why there
why
was
there
some
was some
play.
play. Of course, missing a spring is gonna give it some. It's gonna make. Oh, great! Now the gear popped out. Okay. Is there a wrong and the right way? Nah, nah. Okay. Let's look up the real schematics again. Okay. It has to go in before the final bearing. Oh no, after the big bearing. Okay, just in between these two. Got it, got it, got it. Yeah. The large spool bearing is already in place. Wait a minute. How is shim supposed to be in that orientation? Nope, they're supposed to be on the other side. Easiest way will just be to leave them stuck to our bearing and remove the remove the bearing and flip it around. Okay. 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 Shim or spring. Well, if we're already at it, let's put some more grease on our spring. Why not? Drag washer, still looking pristine. Okay. Please be the final time now. So far, so good. So we forgot three things. Reassembling this reel and had to reopen it. so far. Yeah, that's tied. That's tied. That's tied. That's tied. Now it runs a lot with a lot more resistance, though. Let me see. I might open it and just remove two shims that aren't in the schematics that my reel just came with. Because it, yeah, I don't like my reel cranking this heavy. I'll see. I'll take it apart one last time since why not? And now let's just hope that that those two extra shims are why my reel is cranking tighter than it should. Because yeah, Abbott part 30. No, part 20 on the diagram. Rust washer. Yeah, it says there's only one. So if there's only supposed to be one, why do I have three? I'm guessing, yeah, now that my, probably because it was completely dry, but now that I've greased my reel, the grease adds just a tiny bit of volume. Um, so it doesn't actually need those extra washers. Oh, one sec. We need to put our charging cable on, or the stream will be over in a minute. Okay. Now we do have to take these parts out. At least I'm getting practice in dealing with reels.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't
I
know
don't know
what's the
what's the
point of
point of
having a
having a
washer here
washer
at
here at
all, but
all, but
body's
body's
almost the
all the
same.
same.
Looks
Looks
like it.
like it.
Okay.
Okay.
There's
There's
one
one
washer in
washer
the
in the
parts
parts
diagram.
diagram.
My
My
reel is
reel is
tight
tight
if I
if I
unless
unless
I'm
I'm
leaving
leaving
some
some
part of
part
the
of the
assembly
assembly
out.
out.
So
So
we
we
have
have
it
it
reduced to
reduced to
one
one
washer,
washer,
spring.
spring.
Okay.
Okay.
With
With
however
however
tight the
tight the
reel is
reel is
now, I'll
now,
have
I'll
to
have to
live
live
with.
with.
I
I
don't want
don't
to
want to
risk
risk
going
going
without
without
washers at
washers at
all,
all,
having two
having two
bearings
bearings
touch each
touch each
other
other
directly.
directly.
It is
It
not
is not
nearly as
nearly as
tight,
tight, or
but it
but
is
it is
tight.
tight.
I
I
think we
think you
could
could
go
go
without the
without the
washers.
washers. With,
Like
like
just with
just with
probably
probably
bearing on
bearing on
bearing isn't
bearing
a
isn't a
big
big
deal,
deal,
right?
right?
Any
Any
reason to
reason to
not
not
use
use
two
two
ball
ball
bearings
bearings
on
on
top of
top
each
of each
other?
other,
But
but
let's
let's
just
just
keep the
keep the
assembly
assembly
how
how
Abbott
Abbott
planned it.
planned it.
Probably,
Probably,
as I
as I
keep
keep
using the
using the
reel,
reel,
it's
it's
gonna be
gonna be
less and
less
less
and less
noticeable
noticeable
anyway.
anyway.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
But it's
But it's
noticeably
noticeably
less
less
tight.
tight.
It's
It's
less
less
tight
tight
at
at
least.
least.
I
I
think I'll
think I'll
just
just
leave it
leave it
as it
as
is
it is
now.
now.
Maybe the
Maybe the
next time
next
I
time I
take it
take it
apart,
apart,
I'll
I'll
try it
try it
without
without
those
those
washers.
washers.
Hi
Hi
there,
there,
John.
John.
Later,
Later,
y'all.
y'all.
Catch and
Catch and
cook.
cook
If
if
this
this
is
is
overlooped,
overlooped.
well,
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
What do
What
you
do you
think,
think,
John? Is
John?
it
Is it
safe?
safe?
There's a
There's a
washer in
washer in
between
between
the
the
spool
spool
bearing
bearing
and
and
the
the
pinion
pinion
bearing.
bearing.
Is it
Is it
safe to
safe to
remove
remove
that
that
washer?
washer?
It's
It's
just a
just a
little
little
tiny
tiny
metal
metal
washer.
washer.
Or do you
Or do
think
you
that
think
could
that could
cause
cause
any
any
adversities?
adversities?
Because it
Because it
would
would
make the
make the
real
real
crank
crank
a
a
bit
bit
easier.
easier.
Any
Any
thoughts?
thoughts? Oh, okay. I was testing the free spinning in the wrong direction against the anti-reverse. There's still no free spinning how it is now, but no, never mind. I don't know what's going on here. We'll have to see. Anyway, anyone who knows reels thinking you need a washer between two ball bearings because the schematics have three planned for this reel. My reel, sorry, one. My reel came with three. I've removed two of those the three to one, like it's in the schematics, and it runs a lot easier. I mean, I've seen reels where there are two ball bearings stacked just as a standard. So, Sean, do you have any ideas? Let me refresh chat just in case. Make sure you choke the reel a little bit before you loop it up with that much. Okay. Oh, sturgeon. Okay, I'll just check the diagram again. Maybe I'll Google. But yeah, I don't really see the reason it, why it would need a washer at all. It's called the thrust washer. You should not remove the thrust washer or shims from under the spool, as this will likely affect your drag performance because improper spooling. Tight reel is usually caused by other factors. Dirty, dry drag washers, specifically key or ear washer might be bent main shaft, long washer location. Well, it seems like it might be not the best idea, so I'll just leave it as is. Even if it is harder to crank. But even at high drag, it's not hard to crank, so that's a bonus. Is it normal that it's pushed that far? It is. It probably, yeah. Maybe it'll just dissipate with use. Okay. So should we use our ceramic? We should. Was your reel that dirty? Dirty in what way? Now I'm a dirty boy. Doesn't mean my reels are dirty. I've just looped it up a lot, and that's, I think, causing a little bit of expansion. Okay, we can try one more thing, and then I'm gonna make some food and some fish, and after that we'll answer live. The last thing I'm gonna try, I'll just drive down the drag again a bit more, bit less loop, just a bit, not as dry as I had it before, but not as generously looped as it is now. Yeah, I'm not gonna spool this reel for the session that's coming up, but I will start fishing it or spooling it in maybe a week. Maybe a week from now sounds right. Okay, so where's a greasy part of our cloth here? Yeah, that still has a tiny film of grease left, but no more. Let's do the same with the other metal drag washer first. Okay, and now the actual drag surface. Yeah, it still has a bit of a shine from being greased, but no actual, no, you can't really see any like any bumps of grease or smears. Do you also like getting lubed up, Sturgeon? Okay. Wait a minute. We do have the yeah, we do have the string in here. Now this feels almost too easy. But might not stay that way. So, alrighty. Hmm. I don't feel like it did anything, but we'll see. Almost feels like I made it worse. How in the world is that possible? Nah, it's not worse. It's not exactly free spinning, but I think it's better. All right. Okay, this has got to be good enough. Why is is the spool not turning? Or it is just under a lot of resistance? Hmm. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Let's make some food and get on with it. I like sand and dirt. Like sand was now. I showed my buddy your leaders and he said you did damn fine work. You and I are the only two people besides Albert that I know for a fact that have HXW Raptor 3 speed mines. I know a few, but I don't know anyone who has the MC ones, or that's probably what you mean, right? The three speed is somewhat common, well, not common, but you know what I mean. But the three speed MC is a unique reel. Like even Albert didn't know of it before I ordered it. There's a few sellers that have it, like online shops that have it listed, but even the guy at Abbott he talked to didn't know about it apparently, and they had to special make mine. And I guess Albert decided to order a couple more, and one of them is the one you got when you ordered mine. By the way, Sturgeon, have you tried out the three-way, like the two special leaders that go to 3 or 4 times the casting length once deployed? Like not fish, but have you rigged them up and seen how they actually work? Or are you still to figure that one out? Because I would recommend you play around a bit with it before you actually do go fishing, because it might be, if you've never dealt with it, it might be a bit, it's a learning curve, let's put it that way. Okay, before we grease our other reel, if we're gonna grease it at all today, let's first let's let, let's make some food, and then I decide how I'm feeling. Yeah, yeah, it does crank quite a bit tighter than it did out of the box, but therefore we have some other advantages. But I do have to try it. Let's see. Let's get some of this cotton thread, attach it with an anaconda knot, and see if it if we can get the reel to free spool. Because if it doesn't free spool, then we have a problem. Then something went wrong assembling it. We're still gonna make food before we fix it if that happens, but well, I'm gonna eat dinner with my wife. Nice. Makes a difference, but not a big. Mine has Sensi. It makes a difference, but not a big difference, honestly. I know, I know. I know, man. Okay. I mean, I cast my Makairas just fine, and they don't have any casting system. Okay, it does spool off, but it's damn tight. Something in there, I don't know. Like to get it to free spool at all is it's not free spool. He couldn't cast this reel at all. Oh right, I didn't. Okay, I had the drag set. It had the rack on it. Okay, never mind. If I'm pulling against the drag, of course it's not going to free spool. Idiot. Yeah, it should take some resistance to get line off if you're under drag. Okay. Now dumping it to free spool. It's still tight. It's still tight. And it still cranks in free spool, which is weird. Something is off still. Now I look at the schematics. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Uh, 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 uh. I mean, I have it assembled the way they say to assemble it. That said, I think it was tiny bit different. I don't know. We'll play around it with a bit more, but let's cook up some eel that we caught yesterday first. Let's have a meal of some eel. You mean the leader? You mean the mono? I don't know. The leaders that has the leaders that go. You'd have to show me a picture. The leaders that go that that are not a standard fillet rig, but that are longer. So 15 and 20-foot leaders. All right, folks. All right, I'm gonna get the food out of the fridge. So yeah, Sturge, I'm gonna and hi everybody. Right before I do anything else. Let me get Sturgeon. I'll get a leader that is the same style that I have myself. Here, is it this one? This is one of them. Yeah. There's another one. That should be here. But this is the more complicated out of the two. So anyway, Sturgeon. This was the leader I ended up not sending you because this would just because of the hook used. This would be like a $35 rig, or even a because it is a 20-foot leader, maybe even a $40. Like I would have to sell it for $40 if I was gonna sell these to actually make some halfway decent money. Hmm. This kind of rig, because this is, this clips down to like 5 foot in length, but it's a 20-foot leader because of how it is set up. Doot, 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 doot. All right, never mind. Okay, let's first get the hook on. Mm, oh, does this go on here? I guess. How did I design this one specifically? Yeah. Okay. The one that I made for you should actually be even a bit easier to deal with. But anyway, nope, nope, nope. That ain't good. But yeah, this is the most complex out of all my leaders. But it's also one where, you have, you do have the ability to fish something. Or did I decide to clip it down here? Yeah, that's how I designed it. Okay, never mind. That was actually smart. Like a leader that fishes like this. But we need to attach the bottom swivel here for the weight, for it to make sense. Let me do that real quick. This split ring is soft enough that we can actually use fingernails, because it just has to hold. It doesn't have to hold anything really. Oh right, actually, is this how I planned on? This is how I planned on using it. As you can see, even I can get confused, and I built this thing, so that's why I'm thinking that you should know what you're doing before you start using these specialty rigs. The other leaders, not as big of a deal. Yeah, this is how I planned on build on it being fished. Now I'm starting to remember. Because this is under no tension. Does it even work? To not just move freely, free itself, so to speak. Okay, this is under proper tension. No, nah, this works. Okay, it works actually. No, like this, I don't know if it would still work or if it would actually move from a cast. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, it does work. It does work as intended. Never mind. It works as intended. Good. But yeah, this is a rig kind of rigs that are a bit more complex. Where I was saying that you should probably play around with them a bit first. Once it's underwater, it comes loose, and you have a whole damn 15, 20 foot rig. But yeah, when you fishing next? Today. Later today, we're gonna be fishing. Anyway, let's make some food. Alrighty, folks. It's a fisherman's kitchen, remember? Fisherman's kitchen. And I've been actually doing fishing stuff in the kitchen too, so yeah. Ah, okay. Now I get how you set that up. Cool. It was a little confused for a minute. Yeah, that's the thing. You clip. Actually, let me get it again. Mm. It needs a weight, so whatever. Let's use this line as a weight to get you the idea. You know, you have this clip at the bottom that is actually the bait clip. You have a split that down here. You already have a swivel, I think, for the weight, if I'm not mistaken. At least 90% of them. Although, like they have a swivel, but maybe they. I think most of them already have a snap swivel, so you have zero stuff to worry or think about. But yeah, from the hook, you know, you have on the swivel that connects the bite section to the first part of the rubbing section, you have a bait clip. So you take your hook, you clip it into your bait clip down here. Then you have the the very end of your scrubbing section. You hook on the onto the split ring attached to the bottom swivel where your weight goes, like so. Or you could also do this step at a later time, but it's probably going to make your life easier to do it like this. And then you have your weight, your mainline swivel that goes up here, and this has a split ring. And on this split ring, you attach your next casting clip, and yeah, like this. So the main tension is on your bait. That way, that doesn't go floating anywhere. Whee! And when you launch it, give it a few shakes. Okay, so this didn't work as it's supposed to, but oh well. Okay, what happens here? Why did it scrap tangle? Probably because I'm not using a sinker and I'm in my kitchen. But yeah. Anyway, your rigs are shouldn't have any issues. Don't worry, Surgeon. This was my very first rig, this style I built. I've learned a bit since. But have you got? But I think you've gotten how to use it now. Honestly, I mean, honestly, for this one, I think I should. Let's just see if this was a fluke with it not working out properly. This probably was, but let's be sure. Oh yeah, tangled in the line. Then it can't really work, can it? And I always said first hook the bait hook on here, so I should have done that first, and I didn't. My bad. So you have your swivel that goes to your main line. So far, so good. In the split ring, you hook the casting clip nowhere else. Then you hook your the tag end, let's say, on to down here. This would be easier if it was actually attached to a fishing rod. Okay. Cast. Shake, 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 shake. Yeah, now it's free. You just need, once you cast it, you just give it some jerks and crank a few yards in to make sure it all comes apart. But here you have it. Going to your main line. In 1 fathom, 2 fathoms, your weight, 1 fathom, 2 fathoms, your hook. And the other system is easier, the other one that I built for you. But now let's make some food, because I'm hungry. Well, not that hungry, but I need to eat. It's time to eat. The other rigs that I built you are simple. Don't worry, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It'll
It'll
unravel as
unravel
soon
as
as it
soon as
hits
it
the
hits the
water from
water from
impact.
impact.
That
That
doesn't
doesn't
really
really
work
work usually on with stuff this big. You will have to give it some hits with the rod, most likely. But yeah, it all works better underwater, obviously, because there's, gravity is much less of a thing. And yeah, the one I set up for you is definitely gonna be better than this one. Because I took some things into account I hadn't taken into account when I built the one I just showed you. Because you remember when I told you, right? When I'd already finished all your leaders, that I had just gotten a new idea. And that rig is that idea. But yeah, while the stove heats up, let me see if I find the other simpler rig. Oh, here it is. Good. But someone threw it where they shouldn't have, and it tangled into some other line. Why did you do that? Don't let women mess with any of your fishing tackle. Even if they're trying to help, they make it worse. Okay, Sturgeon. This is a rig I was gonna show you. This is definitely gonna become one of my most used cast out rigs. It is other than the one I just showed you, probably the only one I'm fishing myself for cast out shark rigs from now on. And that's saying something. Okay, our weight goes on here. Let's attach one. Or something heavy to play the role of our weight. Oh, yeah, we need charge of phone. Okay. Because where you attach the casting clips is a big deal for how easy your rig is going to come apart once it hits the water, and if it can tangle or not. Basically, what I biggest thing I've learned, okay, is you don't want anything past your hook, really. Like you want, not sorry, below your hook. You want your hook point to be the lowest, your hook to be the lowest point for anything that attaches. Now that I see how you rig these up for casting, I'm gonna watch my body struggle trying to figure it out. Lol. Yeah. Okay, this is a much simpler rig. You just go hook it to your weight, your bait, hook your bait to your weight. Easy. You could technically fish these like this, but already. But now this is a pretty long rig, you know. But we can make that shorter by this end, because this end also has a casting clip that goes into the split ring here, and voila. Much simpler, but you also, it is only it's only 3/4 the length of the other rig. And once it's in the water, you have your weight back there. This is going to be to your main line, and there you have it. Your hook is basically floating a little bit off bottom, Depends. You can put a float on here that's heavy enough to or strong enough to float the bait. Depends on your line angle. Of course, if your line angle is very flat, it will touch the bottom. But yeah, not always, not necessarily. This is a much simpler rig. But with 5 feet being the cast out length, this rig only allows you to fish rigs up to 15 foot in length, while the other system allows you to go up to 20 foot. So it just depends what you're doing, or what you need your rigs to do. Personally, I'm going to fish this rig plus a 10-foot cable wind on. That's going to be my rig. That way I have over 20 foot of cable on my rig. Nothing going to go wrong with that. That's enough. Probably. I mean, you don't want to catch a 20-foot shark on a cast out rig. So yeah, definitely enough. Even if it tail wraps a few times. Because you do want your rigs to be about twice the length of the shark you want to catch. Just because, them suckers like to get wrapped up. But yeah, my rig is going to be that as a cable wind on for casting. Okay, here's our eel. Let's get 200 grams for our meal, our eel meal. And I did EKG me this eel. Wait a minute. 800. Okay. Yeah, that's just about 200 grams. Right. Stupid as I am, I didn't make any tarps to go along with it. Do I still have some of that lentil pasta? I probably don't. I could just eat some bread, but I'm gonna eat the eel stuff. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna throw in these lentil cakes with the pan. I'm gonna put some liquid in there. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Okay. But yeah, it's gonna be funny to see your body. Like this rig that I just showed you, that's kind of self-explanatory. That's also why I like it. It's you just have your main line, you rig your bait up, done, done, and now you just take this loose end here, which has another bait clip. Okay, we didn't have enough tension on here to keep it clipped down. And you're just gonna rise this up here and clip it up again. Now you have it to a third of the cast out length. That's a very reasonable rig. Easy to set up. The other one, let's see now after having worked with it for a minute, if I'm faster at setting it up. The other one, let's attach a weight. And the other one always sits on bottom unless you attach a second a float to the bait or something. That's another difference. Plus, this one, the fish has to pull against the weight. Well, on the other one, he won't hit. Depending on in which direction he runs, he might not feel the weight at all. So, clip down, or clipped up, let's say. Clip down here. Let's try to swivel up here. That's actually the mainline swivel. Now clip it up. Okay, done. That was much quicker. And It does come loose. Okay, this one actually doesn't want to come loose. Now it comes. Now it came loose. Yeah. And you will still, but you always want to crank in just a few feet. So you have this rig, with this, with the hook and the bait sitting away from you, then the weight, then your main line. You don't want it all bunched up. So you want to let it sink down with a little bit of tension, give it a few shakes, crank in just a little bit. And yeah, also cranking in a little bit helps your sinkers to bite and actually get stuck to the ground. Okay, in with our cooking oil. Actually, it's eel. I'm eating eel so rarely, and it's not the healthiest thing for you anyway. Let's scratch that with the oil and use some butter. Oh yeah. When frying something in butter, you want to wait till the bubbles disappear. Then you know it's, because that means the like the liquid in the butter, the water content has evaporated. Yes, 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 yes. Clean cloth, drying up our fish, so it's not wet, touching the pan. Mm. Eels caught yesterday, they've been in brine. The rest of the eel I have, I'll just vacuum up real quick and give to my mom because she really loves eating eel. She eats way less fish than I do anyway. So, or even if it's a bit more contaminated, I get the same contaminants just in lower quantities with other stuff I eat all the time. And she doesn't get much of those. So that's why I'm also don't think it's bad for her to eat eel more than I do. That's already smelling the vine. Already the butter is brown. Maybe I heated the pan up too much. I did because eel needs quite a minute. Anyway, the rest of her eel bits, they're gonna all go to my mom. So I'll vacuum seal those. I know she's not one to eat very big meals. Like two or three of these pieces are gonna make a meal for her. Actually, I'm cutting this in half so I can make, because I think from the bigger pieces, maybe one and a half is already enough for her to have a little meal. I don't know, but yeah. That way we can plan it better. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're saying charging? Oh, okay, never mind. My notebook is still at 30%. It doesn't need to be charged now. Is my phone charging? It is. Okay, good. Oopsie. Mhm. Yeah, let's vacuum seal these eel pieces. Done. Next one. Hmm. One pack left. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be good. Let me put that in the fridge. Yeah, fishy, fishy, fish. Already starting to get daylight. Wild. And yes, surgeon, please tell me how your body struggle with rigging those up. And next time, unless you tell me otherwise, all of the rigs I built will be at least the three X cast out bleeders. The 4X, you have to tell me to make them because they're a bit more complicated. 63 degrees internal. Thickest piece do we have? 70. Yeah, close to 70 degrees, all of them. That means they're done. That means they're done. Some noodles in here would be very nice, but this is also going to be very nice. These lentil cakes. Just give a little bit of extra brine with some water to create a little bit of a pan sauce. Mm. In the water, these break down most of the way. That's what we want. Good, but I've oversalted them. In that case, the other pieces I'll made the brine too strong. I'll let them sit for too long in the brine. So I'll take them out of their vacuum bags again and make a weaker brine. Just under half as strong. Later today, I'll put them out, take them out of the brine, and then that will be good to go. Oh yeah, some more H2O. Okay, it's gonna go in the fridge. I'm watching you cook while you are. Okay, let me think. Should we play around with the reel or should I just go to the gym? I'll go to the gym and then mm, it's very good too. Once I'm back from the gym, let's try. We can intersperse wrapping fishing here for today, later today, and messing with the reel till we got it all figured out. Doesn't look pretty, but it tastes pretty good. Mhm. 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 It's 5:25 a.m. Mhm. 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 Let's get those fins off. Because there's some bones attached to them. Honestly, it's not that special eating wise. Well, actually, that's because I oversold it. If it wasn't oversalted, it would be pretty amazing, but still. I can live without eating eel. So I might just do that. Out the freshwater eels anyway. Hmm. Oh, well, it is. Hmm. It is very nice. My friend made a farro einkorn salad and quinoa. I thought it would be something. I don't think I would, honestly, but I would try it. Eel breakfast of the champions. Lol. Wasn't that Snake? You guys know the Game of Thrones scene in Dawn when Jamie wakes up with two snakes next to him that Ron kills and just says breakfast? Hmm. Hmm. Oh, it is good. Hmm. Mm. Let's see my. I might need a quick digestion break. In that case, I could start messing with my reel a little bit more. I might do that. Oh, yeah, no, I need it. I need that digestion break. Screw this. I'm not gonna force myself to run to the gym when I don't feel like moving at all. I will force myself to mess with my reel, but I won't. Working out when you don't feel, you're not feeling it is a bit of a generally a bad idea anyway. So let's get my eel, the rest of the eel from my mom back in the fridge. Actually, I feel. Let's see. Where's my? I know I forgot packing my hat harness. Well, I didn't forget. Actually, didn't think I needed it for this workout. While I do. Okay. Yeah. No. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this reel to work properly again. Is that lentil bread? Some kind of. Yeah, kind of. Technically lentil cakes, but it's pretty close to bread. So And moistening it up a little like I did, it basically becomes a texture of bread. All right, let me check the schematics again. What did I do wrong? Why is my reel not? Why is it lacking freeze spool? Yeah. I did all of. We can check the bell wheel washers in case I messed something up there. I mean, I didn't change anything. I did have better freeze spool before, but let me see. Come to Papa. Now it does move a lot freer without all that tension. Okay, this screw is okay. And the spool is kind of heavy. Something about this isn't running smoothly as it should. Maybe it is a grease pack bearings after all. Hmm. It might be because there is zero free spinning on these bearings. I guess this is the culprit. Hmm? Nah, this bearing spins just fine and it is greasy packed. For the life of me, I can't tell if these bevel washers are oriented properly. I don't think grease packing my bearings is the main issue here. It does, of course, give you a little bit less free spinning, but it's not a light spool. Nah, that's free spinning enough. That's free spinning enough. Nah. Okay. All bevel washers are all supposed to face one direction. One direction only. Yes, yes, yes. Now they're facing proper way. All of them. Gosh, just seeing the orientation of a bevel washer isn't the easiest thing in the world. But yes. Okay. Good. This is a little spacer in between, or a little shim in the middle. Whatever the use of that shim is. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's wipe all surfaces the spool is actually going to come into contact with down of any excess grease. Okay, now this bushing. metal spacer or whatever you want to call this. Still has a tiny neat film of grease, as it should. Now one of our grease pack bearings. That barely want to fit on here. This little thing. Now should we just... This is a clicker assembly. I haven't taken it apart yet, but let's maybe do that so we can remove any excess grease. Or that is if I can even find the retainers. But as I'm looking for the retainer, my needle is picking up. Oh, that's the retainer. Is it? Well, for life of me, I can't figure out where this retainer begins and ends. In that case, let's just try and clean any excess grease. Another way. I knew that a thin film of grease was pretty much all you needed from the beginning. It's just I thought using extra grease would help to make it kind of a self-healing layer, you know? That if somehow some got wiped off, it would re-grease itself. And I was thinking that it would have no deteriorate, no negative effect, but it does definitely have a negative effect. Alrighty. In with our spool. Now our second ball bearing. Avoiding any excess grease. Especially here on the side of the spool. Damn, that ball bearing is a tight fit. Mm-hmm. That ball bearing, another grease packed one. But that spins just fine. Yes, yes. A drag washer, still looking pristine. Just the right amount of grease. Harness lock back on. Let's fill all the screw holes with grease once more. That I'm doing this means I'm hopeful that I won't have to disassemble it again anytime soon. Just the harness lock, so we don't need to over tighten this. Okay. Mm, that might have been the reason why it became tight once more. Yeah, that will have been the reason. One thing I didn't take into account earlier. Now, if I just hold this down, let's see how it cranks. It cranks beautifully. Without the pressure, it cranks no resistance. Should be good. Should be good. I think I finally figured it out. I finally done it properly. We'll see. Not don't celebrate. Let's not celebrate yet, but it's making a good impression. Okay, where's that one screw? Please tell me that the screw didn't fall off into somewhere into oblivion. Nope. There it is. All right. I wanted to actually just grease those screw holes additionally, but hey, at least we can do that with the one screw that fell out. Yeah. This still cranks easy. Now we know we've done something right. This, yes! Finally! And we have a good amount of free spool. No real free spool. Yeah, we have grease pack bearings, but I found the casting to be. Oh, and we have our MC cast control engaged. Good. Good. That should be just about perfect. Okay, success. Suck fucking cess. I'll put on this assembly. Then we're gonna. I'm still leaving this part off the actual drag cam. Wait a minute. It's saying the spring should be in here. Hmm. I don't really think that's how it goes, but Oh no, never mind. It is how it goes. This spring just fell off into somewhere. Please be here, spring. Yes, there it is. And since this is a heavily exposed part, it's getting some extra grease. Also, it's a freaking spring. It's not gonna hurt it. It's supposed to produce resistance. Voila. Hmm. How does it crank under drag? Still beautifully. Still beautifully. There is a little bit of clacking though. Never mind, it's gone. And it does free spool. It just has a bit more starting inertia. I'll tie on some sewing thread and give it a good yoink. Like that sewing thread can break off. If I give this a good pull, it should break off, and that's actually what I want here. I give it like, I don't know, 10, 20 reps. Using Albert's anaconda knot. Yeah. Okay, might have. Doesn't really have much free spool. Now that's enough. That should be enough for a good casting distance the way I cast. Well, we can still experiment. Eventually, I'll get new ball bearings anyway for everything. But yeah, under high drag, it still cranks. Okay. Problem is, why does it? Yeah, it'll probably also start moving a bit better. Just the more it moves, the more the unnecessary grease in parts where it causes friction will probably just move away. But I think we've done a pretty good job. All right, I'll actually give this reel a quick, well, wipe down and then actually a quick wash. So once I come back from the gym, we can give it a coat of or ceramic coating. Yeah, baby. Hmm. That's gonna be good. All right, brother. I'm gonna call it a night. Gonna be up at the crack of dawn for work. Okay. Good luck, man. Good luck. I hope Dawn has. Do you like Dawn? Does she have a nice crack? I'm sorry. Anyway, let's get this over here. I'll bring you guys over to the kitchen. We're gonna give the reel a quick wash, and then it's go time. And yeah, hi. Whenever given the chance, I am going to get some new bearings for that reel. Make it run a bit better. But anyway, let's get the water running. Hmm. Let me get some paper towels. They're gonna be an advantage with this. Thing is, we're only gonna need the outside to be dry. If there's a tiny bit of residual moisture inside, it shouldn't matter at all. Where the hell is my paper towels? Okay, there they are. Good. Okay, why doesn't Rag not engage now? Come on, folks. I was already so happy. Okay, now it does. Just gonna take some wet paper towels, a little bit of dish soap. Oh, okay. So I guess that works. Mhm. Okay,
Done.
done.
Okay.
Okay.
It is
It is
important to
important to
dry it
dry it
off
off
from the
from the
outside to
outside to
prevent
prevent
any
any
calcium
calcium
deposits
deposits
formed from the
formed from the
drying
drying
water that
water
would
that
get
would get
in the
in
way
the
of
way
our
of our
ceramic
ceramic
coating.
coating.
Yes,
Yes,
technically it would
technically
be
it would
better
be
to
better
use
to use
purified
purified
water
water
for the
for the
washing as
washing as
well.
well.
I just
I
don't
just
have
don't
any.
have any.
Okay.
Okay.
Things a
Things a
plate might
plate might
fix a
fix a
drag
drag
engagement thing.
engagement thing.
Anyway,
Anyway,
let's
let's
wrap this in
wrap this in
another
another
fresh
fresh
cloth.
cloth. Okay, or honestly, we can use this one. There's so little moisture on here.
Let's
Let's
keep this
keep this
wrapped up.
wrapped up.
Is
Just
real,
real,
so no
so no
dust
dust
settles on
settles
it.
on it.
And let's
And let's
dry it
dry
on
it
the
on the
heater.
heater.
Alrighty,
Alrighty,
folks.
folks.
Thank you all
Thank
for
you all for
watching.
watching.
You've been
You've been
amazing.
amazing.
Peace
Peace
out.
out. I'll go to the gym now. A bit late. I'll be there an hour later than I wanted to be, but oh well. And then we'll do some fishing preparation, do some more work on that reel, and yeah, peace.